back with comedian Dave Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So I just got back from Jiu Jitsu. I'm thinking about giving up everything and just focusing full time on Jiu Jitsu. I think I enjoy it more than anything else I do. No, I love doing the podcast and I love comedy so much, but I could easily ditch it if I was fucking 18 years younger. Or even if I was a kid, if Jiu Jitsu was around instead of fucking karate. Karate was the worst. I went to like one lesson of karate and I gave up immediately. Just fucking quit. It was gay. Karate was fucking gay. You're just doing like ha, 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 ha. Like Door's fucking taekwondo joke. You're just doing the same thing over and over. Ha, ha, ha. I didn't have the fucking patience for that. I've got autism and ADHD and whatever other fucking mental illnesses are on top. I can't just be going ha, ha, ha all day standing in the same spot. So after I think it was one, possibly two lessons of karate, I was like, no thank you. I think I complained about my legs being fucking sore. And as 1990s parents did back then, they're like, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. What were they thinking? Just fucking force me to do it, even though it is karate. That's what I'd do to my son. He enjoys jiu-jitsu, but I'd be like, you're fucking doing it regardless. I don't give a fuck. You don't want to do it. You're not the boss. Get in there. Get choked out. Like, I remember the karate lesson I went to, and I was like, I must have been like 7. I was like, ha, ha. I did like 3 of them, and I think I asked the instructor, I'm like, all right, where's the nunchucks? When do we start hitting each other? And the dude was like, that's not for years. It will be years before you hit each other. I'm like, what? Years? So I've got to do ha, ha for years before I fucking crack some noses? Fuck that. I just got a Sega Mega Drive. I'm going home and I'm going to play some Sonic. But if Jiu-Jitsu was around then and they threw me on the fucking mat and after the first lesson, you're in there just fucking strangling each other and fucking having a proper wrestle, then I would have been up for that. Could have changed the whole course of my life. But anything can change the whole course of your life, really. If I had stayed at karate, that could have changed the whole course of my life. I think I was a bit of a wuss back then, though. So even if we were wrestling, I probably would have fucking found an excuse not to go. Although I was always getting into little scraps at school. Anyway, I didn't find it 20 years ago. I'm just doing it now. I'm doing it 4 days a week, which is pretty sweet. So I'm getting like between 12 and 16 rounds of sparring in a week, which is quite a lot. But I can see the fucking improvement already. Just in the last like 2 months. All these techniques you drill, you're like doing them and you're like, there's no way this will work in an actual fight and there's no way I'm ever going to remember these things. I'm never going to remember to do this. I'm never going to remember to do that. But once you start sparring a bit, even though you don't really remember, you're in a position and then something clicks and you're like, oh, I can do this here. And then you do it and you're like, fuck, I've learned a technique. So there's all these little rewarding steps along the way where you can see yourself progressing. It's exactly what I need. You need the discipline and the structure of the martial art to do the creative shit, because the creative shit is just so, it's like a big blob. You never know if you're getting better. You're just fucking throwing shit against the wall. You don't know if it's working. One person will like it, another person will hate it. So you're always off balance and there's no structure to it. Like the oppression chamber, last episode of the oppression chamber, one person sent me a message saying that was the worst episode of the oppression chamber I've ever heard. You guys should quit. And another person sent a message saying that was the best oppression chamber you guys have ever done. You guys are back on track. Fuck yeah. I'm like, what the fuck are you meant to do with that? What the fuck are you meant to do with that? 2 messages, either end of the fucking spectrum. So you just got to ignore them both. That's all you can do. So this fucking jiu-jitsu is great for like mental health. It is, because it puts a structure in place. You go through the belts, you learn the techniques, you do the sparring, You see the techniques pop up in the sparring, even though you don't think you've absorbed them. You've absorbed them, and it's rewarding as fuck. Not only that, you're getting the best fucking workout. I swear to God, I am dripping with sweat. Like spending half an hour in a sauna at fucking like 80 degrees or whatever the hottest shit is, 60 degrees. It's crazy. But today was fucking cool because I wrestled this black belt at the end of class. He usually likes to do an extra round and no one wants to stick around. And I'm like, fuck it. I'll do an extra round with ya. Even though I am completely fucking gassed. I'm like, I'll wrestle the black belt because I can learn a bunch of shit off him. And it won't hurt doing an extra round. So I've been doing extra rounds with this guy, and then today I did an extra round and a half with him, and then him and some other purple belt just stayed with me and started teaching me techniques. Went through this Das choke. They taught me it. They fucking spent half an hour after class just teaching me this fucking choke because the black belt was like, you've got long arms, so it's a good choke for you to learn and you'll get heaps of cunts inside control. So that was fucking cool. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm just going to keep going. Just blindly go. Just fucking turn up. Wake up Monday, Wednesday, 5:30 a.m. Get down there. Do a roll. Tuesday, Thursday, fucking 11 a.m. Get down there. Go for a roll. It's honestly helping with everything in my life. It covers everything. It gets a lot of my aggression out. I think that's why I enjoy it. I feel like you need to be getting your ass kicked and also kicking some ass every day to remain healthy. So that's a good part. Just the exercise, the fitness. I went for a little run yesterday, and I think it's because of the fucking Jiu Jitsu. I was expecting to be puffing and blowing and fucked, but I was good. It wasn't anything compared to 3 rounds of 5 minutes of fucking sparring. Anyway, I recommend everyone get down there and fucking do it. Get over the nerves. At the start, yeah, you're going to feel like a fucking fool, but just go in there. After like 10 lessons, you'll realize what's going on. Don't go in there and act like a tough guy either. Just fucking try and learn the techniques. Have a roll. Don't try and fucking fuck people up in the roll either. Just do your thing. Try and survive. It's fucking great. Go do it. Do yourself a favor. Go do jiu-jitsu. Anyway, that'll fucking do for today. If you're enjoying the podcast, give it a share around, and I'll see you the fuck later.